When we kind of join together in wishing and willing some nice weather to happen, it's happening, right?
Yeah, it's been happening, but things are changing a little bit. We got that East Canyon wind this morning, a 44-mile-per-hour wind gust right now, 444 on this Tuesday morning, and cooler air coming in behind the front to the east. So it's a backdoor front, a 20-mile-per-hour wind gust in the northeast Heights. Moriarty, no wind gusts, so that wind is going through the Tehadas Canyon, the East Canyon, all the way through Albuquerque this morning with a sustained wind at 28 miles per hour. So easterly winds moving very quickly into the Albuquerque metro. And also pretty persistent winds in Taos and Santa Fe, more from the east this morning, and Hobbs at 14 miles per hour. A lot of fours this morning, and a 10-mile-per-hour wind from the east-northeast in Ruidoso, bringing in a little bit of a cooler air mass with, again, a wind gust of 44 miles per hour in Albuquerque and a 24-mile-per-hour wind gust in Hobbs. Again, generally that cooler air moving in from the north and east. And here's a live look at Albuquerque. Camera is shaking, patchy blowing dust, and slightly limited visibility along the horizon, even though it's still dark out there. A little bit of a hazier morning because of the stronger winds. 55 in Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Bernalillo, 54 in Los Lunas, 53 in Belen. We were at 60 degrees last hour, so cooler air moving in. 57 Corrales, so temperatures generally in the 50s in the immediate Albuquerque metro, but to the north and east, even cooler. 41 Santa Rosa, 35 Las Vegas at the freezing mark, 32 in Raton. Meanwhile, 57 in Roswell, so that cooler air is kind of struggling to make its way through because of the warmer air mass aloft. We're sitting at 58 at the TRC, 62. Meanwhile, Alamogordo in the 30s and 40s in the Four Corners. Southwesterly winds aloft, kind of battling the northeasterly cool front moving through with some sporadic rain showers in the Four Corners, even some wet snow showers in the northern mountain communities, but most of that not reaching the ground. Light rain showers moving away from Roswell into the Permian Basin of West Texas. And here's a live look at Roswell. Road conditions looking mostly dry out there. 57 degrees, again, pretty mild out there with a 7-mile-per-hour easterly wind now and a 47% relative humidity at the Roswell Air Park. Those are the current observations, but we were looking around downtown Roswell. And temperatures still stuck in the upper 70s today in places like Roswell. I think will be a little bit warmer compared to what this model is depicting, but still nonetheless slightly below normal temperatures in southeast New Mexico. A warming trend in northeast New Mexico, more seasonal temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, lower 70s returning in Tucumcari. Mid to upper 70s in Albuquerque, around 70 in Santa Fe, 60s and low 70s in the Four Corners in the northern mountain communities, Red River in the upper 50s. From Socorro to the southwest, meanwhile, in the 80s before that cool front makes its way through, then stalls by the afternoon and kind of just will not move farther to the west later today. Partly to mostly cloudy, warm, dry, and shifting winds. Winds will shift generally from the east, then from the west, with the upper level winds producing some sporadic rain activity later this morning, then maybe some lightning strikes near Albuquerque by the evening before dissipating overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to see clear skies and very sunny skies, only a little bit of drizzle just south and east of the Permian Basin. So winds will shift again from the east to from the west and from the south. That will allow for with some patchy blowing dust in the Gila National Forest and also in the Union County area near Clayton with a 40-mile-per-hour wind gust. The warming trend to come, especially, we'll see even more widespread gusty winds tomorrow, 25 to close to 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And high wind watches for Thursday in the eastern mountain communities, the eastern plains, down toward the central mountains, and even into the southern Rio Grande Valley, into the Mimbres Valley, with widespread fire weather watches for Wednesday, tomorrow, and Thursday, including the Albuquerque metro. So with the very mild weather, the low humidity, and the breezier weather ahead, despite clouds, we will be having more dust, the higher fire threat, potentially damaging winds, especially Wednesday and Thursday, as temperatures will be doing a roller coaster effect. Durango with wet weather by the end of the week and even wintry weather in the San Juan Mountains near Alamosa. Places like Farmington, 70s today, near 80 tomorrow. Then we'll start to drop after that, including Cuba, with a little bit of rain periodically. But because the atmosphere is so dry at the surface, a lot of those showers may not even reach the ground in the short term. From the TRC, Camado to Alamogordo, 70s and 80s today, 80s and 90s tomorrow, including Roswell, 70s today, 90s tomorrow. Cloudcroft, Ruidoso in the high 50s, 60s, warmer tomorrow and Thursday, but downright windy and dusty with, again, some Patchy, blowing dust today, but more widespread dust, brownout conditions tomorrow and Thursday. Unfortunately, Clayton, more at Las Vegas, 60s for the most part today. Warmer in the short term, then cooler after that. From Red River to Espanola in the high 50s and low 70s today. And from Moriarty, Tijedas to from the north to south valley of Albuquerque, temperatures will be generally still above normal for today. East Canyon winds switching them from the south and west. Warmer tomorrow, then after that, dusty, cooler on Thursday. Friday into Easter weekend, temperatures dropping to 60s and 70s. Our best chance of rain looking to be on Saturday.
Sounds about right.
It's on par with what we've been experiencing. That 63-degree
Yeah.
dip is, dramatic.
Last weekend was the good
Much like-
weekend. This is the bad one.
Yeah, every other weekend.
Topsy-turvy weather, right?
Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks a lot, Ryan.